Dear students, welcome to Cropcos. So you know Cropcos as one of the largest institute for all your agricultural exams in terms of your higher studies and also your job examinations, especially NABARD, IBPS AFO, FSSAI, CWC, and so on. I, Abhishek Pal, will commence with another session today with continuation to the topic of soil survey. So this is our expert team of Cropcos. So let us directly see the topics for today's session. So we have today the topic of land capability classification, its importance, land suitability classification, and we'll see what are the types or in what are the categories in which the land capability is divided. Okay, so ये है आज हमारा आज का सेशन. Okay, सबसे पहले land capability classification. How it is important. मैं ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लूंगा इंट्रोडक्टरी पार्ट पे, just 2 minutes. See, land capability classification is actually important to access and assess the quality of a land for a specific purpose for which it will be used. It may be agriculture, it may be plantation, it may be fully forestry, it may be pasture, it may be farming. Okay, कोई भी पर्पस के लिए to assess the quality of the land, to derive the required information about its properties, attributes, pros and cons. It's all about the importance in relation to the land capability classification. Okay, so before soil survey and mapping, we were discussing about soil survey and mapping in our last session. So soil survey and mapping करने से पहले, this is the step, that is the evaluation of the land is the step that is being followed. Okay, again in the recent years, this particular land capability system program has got extreme higher importance on account of the benefit and to prevent the problems which we are facing or in terms of better management of your land. Okay, so it basically gives us information about the capability of a land in terms of acre, okay, and also about the constraints means limitations. Okay, so here is the definition you can see, and this particular scheme of land capability classification, it is given by United States Department of Agriculture. Okay, so here is the definition: the grouping of soil based on their capability to produce crops, pasture without deterioration over a longer period of time. मतलब एक land को without hampering or damaging the land for a longer period of time, how can we get the best of its produce? This is all about classifying the land into various divisions. Okay, so decline in crop yield, okay, or low productivity, ये एक फीचर है लैंड का और सॉइल का. So how can you change it to get the best of your output? So that will be by assessing that particular land. Okay, so it requires high efforts, technological work, manual work to obtain the sustained or desired crop yield. Okay, so now this is all about the introductory part. Now we'll see the structure of land capability classification. आप ये picture देख सकते हो. Okay, basically we have 8 classes: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, all are marked 8 classes. Subsequently, its color is important and the type of soil is important. Okay, so now structure की हम बात करेंगे. So the grouping of soil into capability classes and into various subclasses, it is done for the basis of their capability to produce crops in terms of agriculture. Okay, now and also to avoid deterioration for the same land for several period of years. Okay, so हम कैसे क्लासिफाई करेंगे, हम कैसे एट्रीब्यूट्स देखेंगे, व्हाट विल बी द क्राइटेरिया इन असेसिंग the land unit. So these are basically physical and chemical mainly. Okay, so सबसे पहले there are three classes. One is capability class, then you have capability unit, and then you have capability subclasses. Okay, now before going into the capability class, I would like to convey some important piece of information. Now ये जो properties होगा, these properties are based on first, जो सबसे पहला है, that is inherent soil properties, that is the property of the soil that is being carried or conveyed year after year on the land. Okay, inherent soil property. Second we have is the external feature of the land. Okay, and the third one is environmental factor that generally acts as a constraint, okay, for proper land use. तो ये तीन particular points के ऊपर basis करके we will see the capability. Okay, so जो पहला दो information है, like the inherent soil property and the external land feature, these are provided by soil survey report. Okay, and the third one which I have told you is about the environmental factor that is provided by various agencies. Okay, so now what are the factors, what are the straightforward factors that determines the capability of a land? You can just think or discuss with me in general. सबसे पहले there will be depth of the soil, drainage condition, texture, then you have structure, topography, soil erosion कितना ज्यादा कम हो रहा है, then susceptibility to overflow. Okay, then problematic soil ka part, saline, alkaline, then you have acidic. Okay, then some climatic variation. So all these particular factors, they determine the capability or the capacity of a land to produce. Okay, so capability class में बेसिकली मैंने पिक्चर में आपको दिखाया कितने क्लास है, वी हैव 8, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. ठीक है, सो दे रिस्पॉन्ड फॉर बोथ इरिगेटेड एंड नॉन इरिगेटेड एरिया. तो जो 1 से 4 का क्लास है दैट इज सुइटेबल फॉर कल्टीवेशन और फॉर एग्रीकल्चर. जो क्लास 5 to 8 है, ओके, दैट इज नॉट particularly suitable. Okay, that is not suitable for agriculture in their present condition. हो सकता है with proper management we can get the best of them. Now जो 5 6 and 7 है, these are basically for pasture and grazing purpose. All right, grazing means grazing of cattle. Okay, pasture almost same. Last one, 8th class is for recreation, wildlife, water supply, or for aesthetic purpose. Okay, aesthetic purpose means values with good morals like creation of a national park, biodiversity spot, then you know some nature park, okay, open area, then garden, like that. These are for aesthetic value. So this is all about the first part, that is capability क्लास. ओके, अभी हम थोड़ा सा इसको डिटेल्स में देखेंगे. ओके, सबसे पहला है क्लास 1. तो रिमेंबर द कलर भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. कलर इज ग्रीन. सो सॉयल, दीज आर वेरी गुड सॉयल और लैंड फॉर एग्रीकल्चर. ओके, सो इसमें ज्यादा कुछ लिमिटेशन नहीं है, एंड इफ देयर इज लिमिटेशन वेरी माइनर, दीज आर लाइक इन टर्म्स ऑफ इट्स न्यूट्रिएंट. ओके, लाइक नाइट्रोजन. अगर एलोवियल सॉइल है तो देयर इज डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ नाइट्रोजन, ऑर्गेनिक मैटर. ओके, तो ये है लिमिटेशन, मतलब यहाँ पे नाइट्रोजन नहीं है, ऑर्गेनिक मैटर नहीं है, बट दे आर सफिशिएंट इन phosphorus and potassium. This line is very important. Alluvial soil is deficient in nitrogen and organic matter, but they are fairly sufficient in phosphorus and potassium. Okay, next one, second class हम देखेंगे, that is yellow. तो yellow means this soil have moderate limitation. Okay, deep and black soil. तो इसमें limitation जो है उसका है swelling and shrinkage. ब्लैक सॉइल में, रेड सॉइल में एल्यूमिनियम एंड आयरन का कंटेंट अगर ज्यादा हुआ तो ही लिमिटेशन होगा. थर्ड वन, कलर इज रेड, जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. दीज आर सॉइल्स हैव मोर मेजर लिमिटेशन, शैलो रेड सॉइल स्पेशली इन अनंतपुर. ओके, वहां पे क्रस्टिंग सॉइल, क्रस्टिंग का प्रॉब्लम है वहां पे. ठीक है. फोर्थ इज the color is blue. These are your problematic soil directly, saline and alkali soil. Okay, इसमें बताने की जरूरत नहीं है, मैंने ऑलरेडी क्लास लिया है saline and alkali soil पे. You can check out our videos in the playlist of crop cost. Okay, वहां पे आपको मिल जाएगा. Fifth one is dark green. So these are the soils having little problem of erosion. Okay, example is rocky soil. Orange. Second one is orange. Sixth one, so these are the soils that have severe limitation and make them generally unsuitable for cultivation. Seventh is brown. These are soil have severe limitation. तो जो मैंने आपको बताया था, जो क्लास 6, 5, 6 and 7 है, these are mainly for pasture and grazing, इसलिए वहां पे लिमिटेशन है. ठीक है. क्लास 4 तक fairly good land. Last one is purple, जो क्लास 8 है, that is for recreation, wildlife and other aesthetic purpose. Okay, तो आप, मैंने यहाँ पे कलर भी है, आप यहाँ पे कलर से भी इसको देख सकते हो. ठीक है. This is the pictorial demonstration, you can just understand it. ठीक है. Okay, आगे बढ़ते हुए, so in class 1 there is no limitation, and in class 2 there is a problem of wetness which is identified by W. Okay, next is capability unit. So capability unit, it is the further subdivision, okay, of the land capability subclasses. जो land capability है, जो हमने अभी तक स्टडी किया, उसका सब क्लासेस है आपका capability units. Okay, so soils in one unit here, they are enough suitable or almost unlike for the same crop and pasture. Okay, means unit wise the soil varies here. Clear? And जितने भी क्लासेस होगा यहाँ पे, उनका भी सेम लिमिटेशन है, सेम पोटेंशियल हैजर्ड्स they possess. Okay, here to, before the soil survey data is being taken, the help of GIS, that is the Geographic Information System, and the Soil Information System, SIS techniques, they are being used to give physical distribution of classes. Okay, and this particular system, this was adapted because manually it was not possible to handle the large amount of derived soil survey data and land survey data. Okay, so computer hardware, software has been implemented, their help is being taken for this purpose. Okay, and by software, hardware, this particular work is done with reference to the survey and mapping. Okay, next है आपका, these two are over. Next we have is land suitability classification. Okay, so in case of land suitability classification, it is again a broad group of lands and it can be divided into the land suitability. मतलब क्या उस पर suitable है, क्या वो एग्रीकल्चर के लिए suitable है, क्या वो पेस्ट्यूर्स के लिए suitable है, क्या वो फॉरेस्ट्री के लिए suitable है. Okay, so first one is here suitability class. Okay, land suitability class. Second one is first one with reference to the suitability class, we will see what are the orders. Okay, so in land suitability class, first one, it comes in terms of cultivation. Okay, next one, it comes the land which is not suitable for cultivation. Okay, because of constraints like maybe slope, excess water, then extreme variation in climate. Okay, so suitable and not suitable. Okay, so this one is land suitable order reflecting various kinds of suitability. Okay, so मैंने यहाँ पे definition fix किया है. I have mentioned the definition. You can just give it a reading and you can understand that what can be the major part. Next, it is the land suitability classes. Okay, मैंने already यहाँ पे आपको मैंने inform किया है पहले भी that first and the second point which I have told right now, that is the land suitable for classification. It comes, and next one which comes is the land which is not suitable for classification. Okay, so class S1, S2 and S3. Okay, so the orders which are not suitable, these are class N1 and N2. Okay, so this is all about the suitability classes. Okay, now let us take a look into this class S1. इसका भी क्लासिफिकेशन है जैसे लैंड कैपेबिलिटी क्लासिफिकेशन था. We have a similar classification. First one is highly suitable, S1. Characteristic is the land having no significant limitations or only minor limitation that will not significantly reduce productivity. मतलब यहाँ पे productivity high होगा if proper application and management is done. Next is S2. So here it is moderately suitable. So they have some limitations that may reduce or that may deprive or foil to get the benefits. Okay. Third is S3. They are marginally suitable. So these are the lands having limitations in terms of productivity or benefits. Okay, and this is expenditure will be only marginally justified. Okay, means the expenses will be not extreme high to implement the management practices. Okay, next is N1. So this is not suitable and means not. They have major limitations. Okay, and they are costly for management. Class N2 is permanently not suitable. So these are the lands having limitations which prevent any possibility of successful sustained use of the land. Okay, last one is not relevant. These are the land which has not been accessed or examined for any use. Okay, because of this area excluded by initial evaluation, because they are not assessed and they are not at all productive in terms of agriculture and allied. Clear? So जो थ्योरी का पार्ट था इतना तक ही है फॉर टुडे. क्वेश्चंस कैसे आते हैं मैं आपको बताऊंगा. यहाँ पे क्वेश्चंस आपका आएगा, will be asked the class. For example, class 1, which color it represents? Green. Just show you. See, class 1 green. आपको ऐसे पूछा जाएगा जो क्लास 5 है, that is dark green. Okay, so यहाँ पे आपको कलर कैसे याद रखना है, that I just give you a trick, short trick. Okay, so see first one is जो आपको फर्स्ट अल्फाबेट कंसीडर करना है. Okay, so you can just remember just in one line. You can take it as a mnemonic technique or you can take it as a simple statement. Okay, गीर में ब्लॉक डेवलपमेंट ऑफिसर गया है. I repeat, गीर में ब्लॉक डेवलपमेंट ऑफिसर गया है. So गीर means what? गीर is a national park. Okay, it is a lion park situated in Gujarat. Though the spelling is GIR. यहाँ पे मैंने मेंशन किया GYR. सो गिर से आप याद रखना GYR, दैट इज ग्रीन येलो रेड। कौन गया? ब्लॉक डेवलपमेंट ऑफिसर, दैट इज BDO। सो B फॉर ब्लू, D फॉर डार्क ग्रीन and O for orange. Okay, and here you have BP. so BP से आप एक उनका नाम दे दो ब्लॉक डेवलपमेंट ऑफिसर का, B नेम, P से आप कोई भी सरनेम दे दो। ओके, देन यू कैन रिमेंबर इट इजीली। ओके, तो ये BP से हो गया नाम, ये हो गया उनका डेजिग्नेशन, एंड दिस इज द लोकेशन। ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ आई से just you can take BP as it take as it a name, like just you can give any name. He is a block development officer visited to Gir. Gir, again I repeat, green yellow red, BDO block development officer, BP is the name। B से आप कोई भी नाम ले लो। ओके, और या तो आप ऐसे समझ लो BP से ब्राजील एंड पोर्तुगल, मींस गिर इज इन ब्राजील एंड पोर्तुगल, वहां पे BDO गया है। क्लियर? सो ऐसे टेक्निक से आप ये याद रख सकते हो, दिस विल बी मोर इजी फॉर यू टू रिमेंबर। तो क्वेश्चन आपको पूछा जाएगा डार्क ग्रीन कलर का जो, सॉरी क्लास 5, इट रिप्रेजेंट्स विच कलर? डार्क ग्रीन। रेड कलर, इट रिप्रेजेंट्स विच क्लास? अगेन द प्रॉब्लमेटिक सॉइल, saline and soil, it belongs to which class? Answer will be 4. What is the color? Color is blue. Rocky soil, it belongs to which class? Class 5. What is the color? Color is your dark green. ठीक है, तो आपको ऐसे क्वेश्चंस पूछा जाएगा। देन अगेन क्लास 8, व्हाट इज द कलर? कलर इज पर्पल। तो इफ यू आर आस्क्ड व्हाट इज द विच पर्टिकुलर class is represented by aesthetic purpose, creation of national park, gardens, aesthetic value, wildlife, तो आपका आंसर आना चाहिए क्लास 8 and the color is purple। ओके, तो क्लास 5 से 8 तक मैंने बताया these are having limitations, not suitable, whereas class 1 to 4 they have good land, productivity हो सकता है under proper management, they are suitable for agriculture and allied work। क्लियर? सो मैं एक बार नटशेल में ओवरऑल डिस्कस कर देता हूं क्विकली दैट व्हाट वी हैव स्टडीड। सो वी हैव स्टडीड द सुटेबिलिटी क्लासेस, वी हैव सीन व्हाट इज लैंड सुटेबिलिटी, वी हैव सीन व्हाट इज लैंड सुटेबिलिटी क्लासिफिकेशन, इसका क्या क्या है इसके अंदर, वी हैव सीन द कैपेबिलिटी यूनिट, वी हैव सीन द लैंड क्लासेस और द LCC, उसका कैरेक्टरिस्टिक, कलर विथ एग्जांपल। We have seen, we have understood what is capability class, we have understand the land capability classification in a broader way। ठीक है, so that's all for today's session। Keep studying, stay connected, I'll bring something more interesting in your next class। Please inform कि आपको क्या चाहिए, what is your requirement and how good you are entering the class, what are the changes required to implement and how you want the sessions to be। okay, आपके लिए कुछ स्पेशल है, मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चंस का मैं सेट लेके आ रहा हूं, बैक टू बैक ABC, ओके, दैट यू कैन आंसर एंड यू कैन लर्न, दैट विल हेल्प यू टू बूस्ट योर प्रिपरेशन। सो प्लीज सब्सक्राइब टू आवर टेलीग्राम चैनल एंड ऑल्सो टू आवर यूट्यूब चैनल। टिल दैट आई एम साइनिंग ऑफ टुडे, थैंक यू, हैव अ ग्रेट डे।